topic of the study is assessing clove's neuroprotective qualities in zebrafish induced with 6-OHDA neurotoxin to model Parkinson's disease. Parkinson's disease is a neurodegenerative disorder for which unknown reasons kills neurons in the basal ganglia of the brain through oxidative stress. This degrades motor function and leads to other illnesses like Alzheimer's and death. It is the second most prevalent neurodegenerative disease in the U.S., with around 500,000 people diagnosed with it as of the latest data from the National Library of Medicine. Most importantly, there is no cure and only treatments are available. Clove is a common spice in Asia, the Middle East, and North Africa, and has a long history of medicinal use. Though recently, studies have highlighted clove as having one of the highest amounts of antioxidants when compared to other spices and plants. Clove can be consumed in various preparations, such as extract, dried, powder, or oil. For this experiment, oil was chosen because in studies it showed the most concentration of antioxidants from all other clove preparations. Zebrafish were the choice of model organism as they are inexpensive, have a vertebrae, and are very similar genetically and anatomically to humans in the embryo stage. They additionally are quite simple to take care of, and in recent years have also started to be used in Parkinson's disease research. 6-OHDA is the most commonly used neurotoxin to model Parkinson's disease, as it targets neurons in the brain through oxidative stress. The research question is, can clove oil supplements be an effective treatment for people with Parkinson's disease? In this experiment, the independent variables are the amount and concentration of the 6-OHDA solution in clove oil solution used to treat the test subjects. The dependent variables being measured are the swim distance, the meander, fish velocity changes, and the time the test fish spent at a low depth of the test tube. The experiment was set up with 3 groups and had 16 fish per group. The groups were controlled with nothing applied to them, a group with 6-OHDA solution applied, and a group of clove and both 6-OHDA applied to them. 40 microliters were of the 10 millimolar 6-OHDA solution that was stabilized with a 200 millimolar ascorbic acid stock solution was used, and for clove oil, they received a oil solution mixed with media at 25 microliters per milliliter. 3 zebrafish behavior assays were performed on the test groups. The group locomotion to measure levels of anxiety in the fish and to also track general behavior, the dive test to observe levels of stress through how deep they went and how much time they spent there, and the total swim distance to assess the behavior through length and to see the overall development of the zebrafish subjects. All tests were video recorded and velocity, meander, and total swim distance were measured by processing the videos with Noldus EthoVision motion tracking software. All results were presented as mean. Results of the measurements were recorded in tables which were used to build statistical charts as shown on this slide. Standard error was used to show possible deviation of the results due to track capture misses and track interpolation. Cumulative results showed that a group of oil prior to exposure to 6-OHD behaved somewhat closer to the control group while still exhibiting increased levels of anxiety with changes in velocity and swimming patterns. Plotted tracks and movement heat maps visualize time spent by fish subjects relative to the well subject point. Fish subjected to the neurotoxin without clove oil treatment spent more time swimming close to the well walls, showing increased anxiety patterns, while clove oil treated fish and control spent more time in the middle of the well. Dive tests did not show significant improvement of clove oil treated fish compared to the 6-OHDA group, as they both spent a lot of time in the deep parts of the test tube. In conclusion, pre-treatment with clove oil showed a small level of improvement compared to the group that was exposed to the neurotoxin without clove oil, and this shows clove's potential. Further research and more time would be much needed to study the longer exposure of clove oil and its overall benefits and effects. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed my presentation.